Hi guys, and welcome to GeriG Reviews and to this review of the Expendables 3. So guys, I have to say, I loved the previous movies. The first one, the second one was even more fun than the first one. I enjoyed those two movies pretty much. They were fun, action-packed, and to see all those guys come back together. Sylvester Stallone, that I grew up with, Arnold, just amazing guys. But this movie now, The Expendables 3. I don't know how to tell you this, guys, but this movie kinda sucks. First of all, the action scenes were good, but not that good. They were fun enough. The movie starts with an action scene. Those action scenes are good enough, not something so special, and not always so well directed, as you can see around the end of the movie. In the action department, this movie is almost good, let's say. In the characters department, first of all the characters are too much. They don't have enough screen time individually. You mostly see Stallone. You see several of the main guys, like Jason Statham character. And I have to say something about how Jason Statham acted in this movie. I wanted to talk about this later, but I kinda have to mention it here before I forget about this. But he acted terribly. He overacted and just Exhibit A.
You were stupid enough to get yourself into this space! We're the only ones crazy enough to get you out of it! The only ones crazy enough to get you out of it! We're the only ones crazy enough to get you out of it!
As I said, not enough screen time for everybody. Not everybody did something. Like Jet Li's character, he did almost nothing. He was in the movie like 2 minutes, and the whole thing with him, let's say that he just shoved in the movie. And every character actually in this movie is shoved in the story, so they could just show each other that they are there, and that's mostly what it is. So the character department, all the characters are kinda bad, especially Antonio Banderas' character. He's like the Jar Jar Binks of the Expendable franchise. He didn't have much to do. He was once again forced into the movie. Ronda Rousey from MMA, the UFC women's champion, she was like Ronda Rousey because I watch UFC, I know how she acts, how she behaves, so the way that she acted is exactly the same like she is in person, so nothing so new and surprising there. I don't expect she to be Oscar worthy, but she wasn't worse actually than the other actors that, as you know, are all of them are famous, and she wasn't worse than them, so that should tell you something about the acting of the legends in this movie. Actually, Mel Gibson maybe was the best, but still he was also overreacting. He didn't have enough screen time. We were supposed to feel something about him and his relationship to Sylvester Stallone's character, but I really didn't, because everything in this movie is forced. Everything. Every line, every scene, every character, everything is artificial, forced, and I can't say that I enjoyed this movie. So where was I? Oh yes, so the characters are bad, the action is the story is stupid because Sylvester Stallone decided to ditch his team, his older team, so he can get a younger team. So if they die, it won't be so much of a loss because they're young. That doesn't make any sense now, does it? So, so he wanted to use this young team, to recruit this young team, to fight with him, to fight his battles, to fight with Mel Gibson, Mel Gibson's character, in order to keep his own team from harm. Yeah. And I'm not going to tell you what is happening after this because it's a spoiler. It's a spoiler territory, but you will see. In any case, I'm not recommending this movie to be seen on cinema. Don't waste your money. This movie is mediocre. The acting is bad, the story is bad, the action is, like I said, This Expendables 3 movie is the worst from the other two movies. The overreacting of everybody is just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So if you want a solid action movie, that is not it. It's definitely not. And Arnold also, he wasn't very much in the movie. Everyone was only there just to be there and nothing more. It's like everyone is doing a cameo in this movie and the rest of the story just goes. I don't know how to explain this, but it's just hollow. Even for an action movie, it's just very hollow. So if you want to see this movie and if you're not so much in a hurry, I suggest you just wait for the Blu-ray, DVD release, on demand, whatever it is. Just don't go and waste your money on this third part of the franchise. No use, guys. So I have to give some kind of score to this movie. I would say that The Expendables 3, it's a 6 out of 10. I would say 5, but there are some worse movies than this. So I would say 6 for the overall nostalgia kind of thing. And that you can still watch this at home and have some, not so much fun with it, but still there is a little something there. So I'll give it a 6. So that is, guys, for my review. Let me know what you think in the comments as always. Subscribe if you like to see my future videos. Until next time with GeriG reviews.